Hey everybody, it's Danae, also known as Decent Lady, or by my fur babies as Grammy D. I just wanted to jump on today and talk for just a few minutes on why I chose reselling as my side gig, or whatever you want to call it. Part of the reason I do it is because I can go out and pick up items or source for items in between other activities that I have going on in my life. Because of my husband's epilepsy, he doesn't drive. Certain circumstances have affected two of my children. One of them, my son, had a hard time finding a job, and he got a ticket. I think actually he got a couple tickets, and he couldn't pay them off because he couldn't find a job, and so he lost his driver's license. And up until recently, he's not been driving, and he just recently got it back. So that has given me a little bit of space. My daughter chose not to go to driver's ed, and so she has now got her permit. So I've been driving my daughter to work, from work, anywhere she needs to go. My husband likes to help some of the elderly in our area mow yards, do odds and end jobs. And so I take him to do those. So I am on the go all the time in my van. So that's why for the last couple of times you've seen me on a video, I've been in my van because I call it my second home. But anyway, so that's one reason I chose reselling. Another is because it's such a wide range of things that you can actually resell. You can resell clothes, shoes, baby items, home goods, glassware, items for your car, vintage items, items for your bathroom, decorations, you name it, and you can probably resell it. My brother-in-law resells, and he picked up a vintage typewriter the other day. Well, it's been a while back now, but he picked it up for like $2 and just posted on Facebook. Was it like yesterday? He sold a vintage typewriter for like $92. He's picked up records. He's had books at his own home that he's sold. You can come up with all kinds of items that you can resell. And so for that wide variety, that's the reason why I chose reselling. And because finding items to resell, believe it or not, doesn't require a lot of output cash-wise, because you can go to consignment shops, you can go to garage sales, estate sales, yard sales, different consignment shops, pretty much anywhere. You can go to any major store and do what they call retail arbitrage, which is where you go out and you pick up items that are marked down in the store or on a really good sale in the store, and then you have coupons to go with it or whatever, and you can get it at a really, really good price, and then you can resell it for more. You just have got to look around. You can also do drop shipping. Just be careful because they've had a few changes, like on Amazon with the drop shipping information, and with with eBay as well. And so you just need to be a little careful about what you drop ship and make sure you study out on what you're doing. There's all kinds of other people that do videos online. I'm starting out. I'm sharing my journey as I go, and I am kind of having fun doing it. I know I'm saying a lot today. Jeez. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, just because you think, oh, I don't have time, or I don't have the resources to find it, that's not necessarily true. You have things in your own home that you can resell that you're not using, or that you don't use very often, like once a year, and you could maybe substitute something else for it. Time to get rid of it. You have old books in your house that you haven't read in years. If you have textbooks from when you were in college, heck yeah, sell those. Those are worth some good money. Even as crazy as this sounds, go on eBay and look up iPhone boxes. Yeah, iPhone, just the box, iPhone boxes. And they sell those crazy things online all the time. iPad boxes, same thing. It's crazy what people will sell. Old coins, old eyeglasses. I'm just trying to think. If you have spare parts from things that, say, go on a lawnmower or in a car or on a bike, you can sell those. I know that my brother-in-law started reselling when he was working at an RV factory, and they were getting rid of a whole bunch of nuts and bolts and screws. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's really warm out and my hay fever's acting up. But anyway, he found they were going to throw them away. So he says, hey, I'll take those. I'll do something with them. So he started looking around on eBay at what they were, and he found out that they were airplane grade nuts and bolts and screws. And so they were worth more money because of that. And he sold them. He got several boxes, and they were just going to throw them away. So if you know people that give a lot of stuff to Goodwill, or you know that somebody's going to have a garage sale and they have a whole bunch of stuff, and when you first start out, if you're only making 50 cents on an item, that was 50 cents you didn't have. And I know that sounds crazy, but really, because you're getting stuff, you're using your own stuff, people are giving you stuff for free. You've asked people, hey, if you're going to donate to Goodwill, give it to me, I'll take care of it. There was some shoes that somebody donated to our church, and nobody at the church wanted. They were just going to Goodwill them, so I grabbed them. And I listed them online. And that may seem crazy, and you're like, well, somebody really could have used those shoes. Yeah, you're right. But you know what? At the time, we needed the money. So it was still a blessing to us, even if we didn't wear the shoes. So sometimes you got to look at those extenuating circumstances and realize that, you know what? There's so many things out there that I could sell. And it's as crazy as it sounds, there's hundreds of thousands of items that you can go out and find. I was watching a lady that goes to Goodwill, and she was looking at stuff, and she found some of the craziest things, and she was putting them on her eBay store or her Etsy store, and items that she was paying 99 cents for at Goodwill or $1.99 at Goodwill, she was selling for $15 or $10 or $20, but she knew what she was looking for as far as glassware goes, and that's part of the key. So you kind of got to look at what you're at, study out some of the things. So if you're looking into reselling, my suggestion is start with what you have at home. Start looking up on YouTube how to tell vintage items and what sells. Look on your apps that you might think about selling on and find an item, look it up, and then look at the completed items or comps, so it's sold, and compare what you have. And you may find that you have something at home that you thought, oh, I'm just going to Goodwill this, and you look it up online, you're like, oh my gosh, that's worth $30, or oh my gosh, that's worth $120. So you could be missing out on all kinds of stuff. You just have to be willing. You have to put in the time. You have to be willing to work hard. And even though you're working hard, you're still having fun. And that's my thought for today, guys. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Have a great day.